we kind of messed up our schedule and missed Choich and CCD today. Don't ask. So now we're bringing the doggies to the dog park, and it's pretty warmish today. 60s.
You were there.
When you pick Stella up, you put her down so that she can go.
Poor Spella. Excuse me, I gotta sneeze. Tug of war, sort of. Well, not all. The fam is walking the dogs, and I am driving, not because I'm lazy, but because I think it would be rude to just leave the car in front of the store that we're not any more patronizing. Give room for the next people who want to park. There'll be plenty of parking up this way. And the community has really come out to help support this business after the I don't know if it was a hate crime attack, but it most probably was. And I believe that they caught the person who did it. And then the frustrating thing is nobody can find out anything about them because apparently they're minors. But I think what most people want to know is not who did it so much as why they did it. Confirm our suspicions that it was a hate crime, but you know, I don't want to color anything. You know, that's the bad thing about what's going on in these times is people make assumptions about everything, and you know, it's kind of like you don't want to outdo people in the bad department, if you know what I mean. If just because everybody's doing it doesn't mean we should do it too. We should be gracious and raise our heads above the muck. Because, you know, there's too many lies going around. There's too many people doing vicious things to each other. Not necessarily outright violent things, but I mean cowardly stuff like swatting, or if you don't know what swatting is, then I won't go into it. Or, you know, just things like making a phone call or telling lies about people, telling things that aren't true. You got to get away from that, or we literally will not survive as a nation if we do that. And apparently it's kind of telling that a lot of the stuff that's happening here in the United States is happening because it's being directed by foreign powers. I mean, that's proven. It's not a weird conspiracy theory or pie in the sky stuff. It is really happening because they can trace a lot of the lies and distortions and everything that are being rebroadcast in the media, and politicians are saying this stuff and people are believing it, and this goes right back to places like Russia, China, North Korea, Iran. Essentially America's enemies. They're trying to divide us so that, you know, it's the only way they can win against the United States. And if American people allow that to happen, I don't care what your politics are. If people allow that to happen, then bad on us. because there's only one way that'll go. And I say that in relationship to a local business that apparently had vandalism done as a hate crime, because that's what everybody suspects, that it was a hate crime motivated by the election and politics, that people are feeling safe to do reprehensible things. And if it's a minor, naturally, the question is whether or not it turns out to be a hate crime or not. The question is, again, it points right at the parents. What are you doing? Why are your kids out at that time? I mean, it was, what, 3 in the morning when it happened? I know where my kids are at 3 in the morning. And I hope we don't get to a state where we don't know where our kids are at 3 in the morning, because I feel like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. As a matter of fact, talking about parenting, we insist on meeting our kids' friends' parents before they could go do anything with them. They can't go out with other kids unless we meet their parents. They can't go to sleepovers unless we get to meet the parents first. The other day, our oldest kid asked us if he could go out unchaperoned with an older brother. No. I don't care if you're going out with your friend who's your age. The older brother is not an adult. And I don't care if the older brother is 20 or 30, Still not. No, parent, not older brother. Not cousin, not uncle, not anything like that. I mean, just a lot of basic common sense things. But, I don't know if we are the greatest examples of parents or if we ever will, but I think that's a start. It's just to know where your kids are. Don't let them get in a car with another kid their age. Vietnam Cafe. We are accessified. Last stop, maybe. Menards.